What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Bruce Springsteen. Yes, indeed, Bruce Springsteen Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this. It is Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band with a tune called Worlds Apart. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Bruce Springsteen, no surprise there. And the video has 751,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Worlds Apart, live in Barcelona. Nice. We're back to Spain again. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I hold you in my arms, yeah, that's when it starts. I seek faith in your kiss and comfort in your heart. Taste the seed upon your lips, lay my tongue upon your scars. When I look into your eyes, yeah, we stand worlds apart. worlds apart. We've got this moment now to live. Limits all just dust and dark. Let's let love give what it gives. Let's let love give what it gives.
The dynamics.
Let love give what it gives.
Are they doing anything wrong? No. Does the song make sense? Yes. Am I enjoying this? To some extent, I am. Up to a certain point, I would say yes. But I wouldn't go past that certain point. I don't know. This is a weird one. It's not a bad song by any stretch. I'm going to go into more detail about what I mean by that in the review. I already know a couple of things I'm going to say during the course of the review. But they're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with the songwriting. There's nothing wrong with the approach. It sounds good. I like the fact that we're getting to hear some voicings, instrumental voicings that we don't normally hear up at the forefront, the violin player in particular. That's a nice touch. I like that. I mean, they're doing a fine job. I'm not finding any fault in anything that any one particular person is doing, or in the songwriting, or in the arranging. It's just, I don't know, man. Something about this isn't sitting right with me. That's probably more on a personal level than it is an objective standpoint. I think it's just me personally. I don't know if this is really sitting well with me, and I have my reasons. I already know exactly what the reason is. I don't know how that's going to come into play when it comes to the score. It probably won't come into play at all, if I'm being honest. It probably won't, because like I said, that feeling is based more on subjectivity and not objectivity. So I don't know. Then again, there is a certain valid point to be made within that subjectivity. So maybe it might come into play ever so slightly. I don't know. I have to take everything into account here. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. There's a lot to take into consideration here. A lot I gotta think about. So let me get started. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band performing a tune called Worlds Apart. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, JFK. Hope you enjoyed the show. Okay. I had to take a lot into account here. There was a lot I had to think about. And luckily, I was able to take everything I had to think about and take into account. And I was able to compress it down into just a couple of points. So hopefully, we're not going to be here for half an hour. Hopefully we'll get out of here in under 10 minutes. We'll see.
Yeah, right.
Then again, folks, I may go off on a tangent and we're going to be here for a while. So I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. We're going to have to just kind of play it by ear and see how this goes. Let's start off with the score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.4. Yep, 7.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.4. What does that mean? Well, a 7.4 would translate to a really good skill rating. So overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would also get 4 out of 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. So there you go, a 7.4, really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Is this the most impressive song I've ever heard from Bruce Springsteen? No, it's not. It's to be honest with you, it's one of the simpler songs I've actually heard from Bruce Springsteen. Very stripped down as far as notational selection and chordal selection goes. Really remaining around the E minor quite a bit. We do every once in a while transition up to the G major, which is nice, but very quickly from the G major we go right back down to the E minor. Is there anything wrong with that? No, it was nice to go up to the G major to give us a little bit of a diversion, but at the same time, that's all it really was a diversion. It wasn't really an impactful part of the song. It really didn't add to the song as far as growth. It was just a little detour, just a little roundabout. That's really how I look at it. There could have been more done with it. But as I've come to learn with Bruce Springsteen's songs, sometimes less is more. That seems to be his approach to a lot of the songs he writes. But there have been a number of songs, though, that from a notational standpoint, from a chordal progression standpoint, are far more intricate than this and far more impressive than this. Now, that's not saying they did a bad job. I'm not saying that whatsoever. I'm just saying I've heard better from Bruce Springsteen in the past. But what they did here sounded fine. It sounded just fine. All the instrumentation sounded really good. It was really nice to hear some of those voicings that we don't usually hear as far as spotlight being put on them and them being brought to the front, like the violin player, for example. That was nice. It was nice to hear her, up in the front in the mix a little bit. It was nice to see the spotlight on her for a change. We don't see that from the band very often. So that was a nice little switch up. Everything about the song made sense. Everything about the songwriting made sense. The arrangement made sense. And the overall performance sounded good. This is where subjectivity is going to kind of cross the line into objectivity. Now, I don't normally do this, but I have my reasons. Okay, I do have my reasons. I was thinking about this song as I was watching this performance, listening to the song, listening to the direction of the song, the energy of the song, the drive of the song, the overall sound of the song. And I thought to myself, just hear me out before you come at me with pitchforks and torches. Because listen, I got no issue with the E Street Band whatsoever. I think they're probably one of the best backing bands in the world. I give them all the respect in the world, all the credit in the world, because they've earned it. They absolutely have. But I wonder, was this the right band to play this song? Hear me out. Listening to the song, listening to the voicings that were utilized in the song, I wonder if they had taken this song and performed this song instead of the E Street Band, what if Bruce had done this with the Sessions Band? I wonder if this song might have sounded better with the Sessions Band. Because if you look at the voicings that were utilized, and you look at the voicings that are available in the Sessions Band comparatively to the E Street Band, I hate to say it, but I wonder if the E Street Band maybe kind of blew this song out of the water. Maybe they made it bigger than it needed to be. If you take the Sessions Band, I think you would have more of an open sound. I think you would have had more of an organic sound. I dare say maybe more of an eclectic sound. For this style of song, I wonder if that might have worked better. I don't know. I would have to hear it. But in my head, about halfway through the song, it clicked in my head like, I wonder what the Sessions Band would have sounded like doing this song. I wonder if the Sessions Band not necessarily may have played it better, but just by default, by the nature of the type of band that the Sessions Band is, I wonder if the Sessions Band might have made this song sound better. And I really wonder about that. I wonder if there's a recording of the Sessions Band, with Bruce Springsteen, obviously, but if Bruce Springsteen and the Sessions Band, if they did this song, how would it sound comparatively? I know this is going to sound really weird coming from me especially, but if there were, now I haven't heard it, so I don't know, but I think I would find myself enjoying it more with the Sessions Band, just because it would have more of an organic sound, more of an open and eclectic sound. Now, again, did the E Street Band do anything wrong? No, absolutely not. The E Street Band sounded just fine doing it. But I wonder if the Sessions Band might be able to do it better. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would have to hear it and find out, but that could be fun. JFK, is there a recording or a performance of Bruce Springsteen and the Sessions Band doing this song? Because I would love to do a comparison. I would love to, and see if I'm right. Because like I said, I think I would probably enjoy the Sessions Band more doing this, which from me sounds really weird saying that, but in any case, no, the band did a fine job. I have no issue with anything the E Street Band did. It sounded good. They looked good. If I go down the live performance list, okay, live shows usually can help or hurt your score. In this case, it's kind of a white. Stage presence was there, yes. Stage energy there was yes. Stage interaction was there, yes. Crowd interaction, yes. Showmanship, yes. But all of those check boxes, I have seen Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band do a far better job at than this. This they really kind of toned it down a little bit. Now, that didn't hurt the score, okay? I want to be very clear on this. The live show didn't hurt the score. They didn't do anything wrong. They did check off all the boxes, yes, but they were all weakly checked. It's kind of a white, if I'm being honest. It's kind of a wash. So the live show didn't help and it didn't hurt, but the important thing is it didn't hurt. No, the 7.4, I feel good with that score for this presentation. It was a really good presentation overall. I've seen and heard way better than this, but that does not mean that this was a bad job by any stretch. Trust me, if this was a bad job and I didn't like it and I thought it was poorly done, we would be down in the 3s or 2s, maybe even 1s. No, 7.4, that's exactly where I think the score needs to be for this performance overall. I feel good with that score. That's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.4, which is a really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope that was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.